Welcome to Adventurers and Artists, the Dungeons and Dragons podcast with a musical twist. So last session, we saw the adventurers defeat a multi-headed hydra. And now they are in a room, recovering their strength after the brutal fight. Gentlemen, what are you doing?
I'm engaged in prayer and giving thanks for our victory over the Hydra. It was a Hydra, wasn't it?
Yep, I think. Many heads, ugly, likes to swim.
I've forgotten now.
There's nothing in this room, is there? Worth looking at.
Mind I remind you, we have an annoying companion to save. Shall we just...
Only the scriptures we brought with us, which are
Yes.
always worthy
Always.
of time and consideration.
Can we scripture on the move? Have a walking service, you know? Really revolutionise the whole religion thing. Come on, let's just kind of like, I'm trying to just like slowly push this Rusk out the room.
Zrusk, have you had your full rest?
Well, I would have wanted to rest for 8 hours, yes,
Yes. Okay.
because I am battered and injured and...
Magnus.
I haven't been touched. I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yes,
I'm all right.
some of us can hide up on the ceiling before we descend from the heavens to steal the kill.
You call
and
it hiding.
Take the glory.
You call it hiding. I call it, you know, using a brain. Anyways,
Well, I'm still waiting for 8 hours while I recover.
Morkai.
Yes, I think I need to, because I burnt a lot of really powerful energy there, so I need to recuperate, and pray for a moment with Zrusk and just sort of relieve ourselves, recuperate, and
Presumably you two are praying to two different gods.
yeah,
Okay.
I imagine.
fine.
Fortunately, you are unoccupied, which means you may tend to the child
Well,
for the
actually,
8 hours.
I had a better idea.
Magnus, as Zrusk is saying this, you hear a little ah! And little Truly runs in, covered in this really strange, slimy goop.
Truly, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I was standing in front of the statues, and then they threw a big rock at them, and then they spat things out, and they covered me in goop. But I didn't do anything. And now the statues are a little bit broken, and I think I might have ruined everything. But it wasn't my fault.
You probably have. Anyways, she's your problem. I'm going to, because I don't need a rest. I can go and have a little scout around. I can turn invisible and have a look around.
Yes, I think that's pretty wise.
So we have at least have an idea what we might be walking into.
So little
Or you could stay here and join us in prayer.
Little Truly's going to splodge her way towards the tiefling,
Hello.
and she's going to look up at him with her big green eyes. And you can see that this group stuff is actually eating into her skin.
Oh,
And she's in a lot of pain. But she's a tough little gnome, so she's like, please, do something about this. I don't think it's meant to be tearing off my skin.
I go. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I go into my water skin and try and like pour away the goop, as it were.
Okay.
Does it do anything as I just sort of? I just open it and just drench the small like gnome
It
into
makes it
water.
worse. She starts to scream.
Right, medicine check. Let's do a medicine check. Let's see what the fuss is about. What's going on? Let's
Okay.
have a look at this.
Because Gold's not here. I'm going to lean into Zrusk and go,
11.
I mean, I could camel her.
What did you get?
11.
Okay, I mean it's a terrible roll, but it's
Her
not.
legs
It's not the
still
worst.
work.
This is not. Water's not. Is actually going to make it. Is going to make it react worse. So
Right.
you think if you wipe it away, she'll be
Cool.
okay.
I like rip off one of my like some cloth from my like clothes and sort of just try and dab away at the sort of water and sludge
Okay.
mixture.
And so you're able to get most of the stuff off,
Okay.
and her skin is raw red. The bit where you poured water is literally there's just holes there.
I'm sorry.
Pretty bad burns.
I'm sorry. I didn't
And
mean
Magnus, you've gone outside to have a look at
Yeah.
what's happened.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself and have a little scout around to see what's... Is there anything happened after she's broken the statues?
So you go towards the statues, and you just see that they're also covered in this acid stuff
Okay.
and have deteriorated. And actually, whatever she's done, she's triggered a trap, and
It's spent.
It's now spent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to walk through the door that the trap's been spent on. and
Okay, so you walk along this extremely wide corridor, again, like 50 foot across.
Again, keeping an eye out for any traps or anything. Like,
Roll perception.
Second Hydras.
yeah, basically. Oh, that's a 10.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Even with that, you have a look around. You very cautiously
Sneaking while invisible.
sneaky. There doesn't seem to be anything else here, and you come to 2 stone doors that are locked shut.
Definitely locked.
Oh,
Like-
100%.
Is there like a keyhole or handles? Is it just 2 solid stone doors?
It's 2 solid stone doors.
Okay. Just gonna.
There's writing on the doors.
What does it say?
Do you are you casting comprehend languages?
Is it still in the same language that the rest of the temple's in?
Yes.
I can't, so I don't have a spell slot to cast it.
You don't have a spell slot to
Because I've
cast.
cast Spider Climb and
Okay,
Invisibility.
so
That's
you-
my 2 for the. That's my 2 for
Okay.
the short rest.
So in that case, no, you can't read it.
Can I? From what I've like read earlier, can I kind of like decipher like any letters?
I'm afraid not without magic. I mean, they are definitely letters, but that's about it.
I know, but like from what I've read earlier, can I like?
Because you
okay.
didn't read them. You used your
Yeah,
magic.
but I would still like seen what they were beforehand.
No. As in, you don't recognise any of the words on there from what you recognise.
I know, but like any symbols that are the same as before.
No. Right, let's go back to Morkai, the gnome, and Zrusk. I'd say because you specifically didn't take your rest, right? You've been running around.
If I walk through, found a door I can't go through, I'm going to come back.
Okay, so I'll say time has passed, and nothing really happens. You can all roll perception if you want to, so if you notice anything.
When I come back, I'd like to remove the invisibility about this far away from the cleric's face.
Cool.
17.
Okay, you
12.
can feel the monk walking in and position himself in front of Morkai. Morkai.
21.
21. You spotted him before he did that. And you're 12, you didn't notice that everybody already saw you coming.
Walk in, just drop it in front of his face, go, I need to have a small rest. There's a door that I need to read.
Grab a
Join
scripture
us.
and join us.
It's fine, I'll just chat to Azzy.
Okay.
Azzy is not holy.
Just gonna make direct eye contact with Rusk as I say that. Just like, just gonna have a talk with Azzy, you know.
Of course, Trust doesn't know that Azzy is being very quiet.
You're okay up there, buddy?
Yeah.
Just knocking on my own head, just, anyone home?
I have fear for this child.
Right, okay, so the rest of the time passes by without incident, and Zrusk, you're able to take the time you need to replenish your strength and have your divine connection. Have your divine connection give you back what you were missing, and Morkai, the same happens with you. And
I'm meditating for 4
Magnus,
hours, I guess.
yeah, you're meditating.
Trying to talk
and
to Azzy.
you feel so refreshed. Was that Azzy's being so super quiet?
I'm,
He's just not saying anything.
I'm getting more and more worried the fact he's not talking. Just like, you're usually a chatterbot,
Yeah.
a chatterbox, Azzy.
He is. And right now he's just being extremely quiet. So, gentlemen, you're ready to go.
Let's go.
Show us to this door of yours.
Right this way, sir. If you look on your left, you'll see some spent hydras. On your right, a door that I need to read.
Straight ahead, a door. Beyond the hydras.
And I'm like standing
Oh,
off
I
just like,
see, I
on
see.
my
All
right,
right,
on the
I
right.
apologise for the intrusion.
Yes.
What does it say?
I would like to cast comprehend languages and find out what it says.
Finally, you dig deep into your warlock magic, your forbidden knowledge, and the words that were once gibberish begin to have meaning. And what you read is beware the deep, beware the monster that stalks the waves.
Okay. Instead of repeating that, I'm going to repeat, make the monk your leader and make sure he ends up a king. That's what the door says. So you need to make me a king before we can go any further.
Insight check?
Yes, of course.
I don't need an insight check. This is a heathen temple,
I'm like a little bit
which
like,
means
I
it has
mean,
nothing
I
to teach us.
something seems fishy about this, but like, I don't know, he might have a point. Maybe he's like an ancient prophet who's like, they
In all honesty,
predicted.
yeah.
An ancient prophet of an evil cult that hides from the sun.
It makes sense though, because the thing in his head.
Roll insight.
That at no point I'm telling them I'm casting comprehend languages to be able to read this thing.
Yeah, 21. one.
Oh yeah, he's lying.
Yeah, he's lying. Is that her? Cool.
No, I'll actually repeat
Yeah.
what the door actually says. Like, fine.
Oh, we
take
already
my
killed
time
that.
away.
We already slew that. We're fine.
The door. You already slew what exactly?
The Hydra.
Oh, the Hydra was
Yes.
one creature.
If the Hydra was just lurking around, just swimming, doing its own thing, why is that door then locked?
And might I remind you that the entire temple has some sort of warding to keep something in.
Look, don't think
Like,
too deeply about it. It's a temple of evil. That's how it corrupts you.
I know thinking's not your strong point, but someone in the party has to.
Not thinking keeps me pure and protected from sinful thoughts and wicked acts.
Meanwhile, that door is still there.
Hey, Zarusk, don't think, smash.
See? Now you are getting it. I smash the door with my
I would like
hammer.
to stand
Okay,
very
roll
far
to
back
attack
from the
it.
door as he does this.
Natural 20.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so you're going to heft your. What's your weapon of choice?
It's a holy warhammer.
Oh, that's perfect. He's just gonna sledgehammer the. He's going to sledge the.
Let's just say
The
break
door
down
after the door.
door.
He's going to sledgehammer the door after the frame.
Can you roll for damage just because you can?
When you can only crit inanimate objects.
That will be 8.
That's a crit.
And
double.
it's a crit,
Oh, yeah,
but
double,
yeah. And your hammer smashes straight through the great stone doors, and it cracks it. And then you smash it again, and it cracks it further. And then the third time, the door just crumbles under your great blows.
So,
Okay.
also, if we've unleashed some sort of evil spirit, we get to blame the paladin, right?
Okay, the room is pitch black. Completely dark.
Cool.
Completely dark.
Produce flame.
And as you shine your light, you see one final pool of water.
How
And don't
big is
throw
this?
it at the wall.
How big is this pool of water now? Is it? Because I thought the last ones were small. Is this a very
This is
big one?
huge.
Is it covering
And
the whole
as
room?
soon, yes,
Can
and
I-
as soon, no, sorry, just the left side of the room.
Okay, so before we go in, I'd like to light some torches and kind of just chuck them into the room, just so we have a bit of light for whatever's going to happen.
Zrosk, yes, that's so you do that, and there's the corners of the room are illuminated, and torches are like flickering. Zrosk, you feel the ward that was keeping this place locked has been destroyed, and you immediately hear the pool bubbling, and then water seeping out and flooding the room.
Do we all feel this? The fact that
Oh,
this
you
wall's
see it
broken?
now. Yeah,
mean,
Slusk is the first one there, so he's
Okay.
he's the one who sees it all happening, and then the water is flooding, and it just cascading down the stairs. Everyone's going to need to make a strength check to make sure that they are able to withstand the current.
13.
13, you're okay.
12.
You're just about okay.
14.
And you're actually, the most wafy one. You know,
So I'm
the
assuming.
one who smashes his head into walls when he's checking what's written on them. You're the one who's just like kind of
bracing, just
bracing
holding.
yourself.
I'd also like to assume that we left the child
Child
and
and
truly in the safe room with the camels.
Yeah, presumably you wouldn't have been dumb enough to bring them here. And I'd like you all to make one final perception check.
12.
16.
17.
Morkai and Zrusk, you guys see a creature that looks like a giant head with teeth crawl out of the way of the pool and slither towards you. Everybody roll initiative.
I'm gonna go last. And I'll watch it eat someone else first.
You're not going to go last. Okay, Morkai,
18.
Zrusk,
14.
and Magnus 8. Okay, so the first person to get a turn is going to be Morkai. There is clearly evil intent here. This creature's not going to give you a pat on the head
Yeah,
and a
no.
hug.
It's a massive blob of
It's
teeth. I don't
huge.
think.
It's at least twice the size of Zrusk.
Oh boy.
Is that it?
Oh, alright, fine, it's 3 times the size of Rusk, whatever.
Puny creature.
Stop making it bigger.
4 times the size of Rusk comes at you.
Contain your size
That'll
ego.
Like, how far away is it from us, out of interest?
It's about 30 feet away.
30 feet, okay. So I will, as a main action, cast Moonbeam on the creature. So con save.
It's utterly failed.
Wonderful. 21 points of radiant damage.
Wow, okay.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast a hawk spirit totem in front of the doorway where we all are at.
Okay.
So it's a bit like ethereal hawk sort of envelops us as like an aura.
Okay, and what does that aura do?
I can like give you a advantage as a reaction, and advantage to perception checks.
Lovely. Okay, it's going to be Zrusk's turn.
Okay. I will cast Shield of Faith on myself, step up towards it, and whack it.
Go ahead, hit.
That is a 17.
That hits, just.
Okay. Rank 3 smite.
Okay, go for it. Roll me your smited melee attack. Your giant warhammer crushing into this creature's body.
Ooh. That is 16, 18, 28, 34, 39, 42.
Okay, that's a lot of damage. Nice.
Second attack.
This creature might be... I mean, it's going to...
It's a vile abomination. It
is
cannot stand
it
against
is. And that 20! Beautiful! The only time a paladin truly shines. All
Boss
of your...
fight? What's a boss fight?
I'll
It's
just
a
finish
miserable
this
pile
off
of
then.
smites.
Yeah, go for it.
Do I get to roll the ball again?
Yes.
Okay. That's a 5. That's 11. Plus 14. That's 25. Plus 6 is...
31.
Okay.
And then plus your modifier as well, right?
Yeah, I'll be plus... Ah, no, something. Plus 3.
So 34.
34, and then click it again. Okay. So it's 3, 12, 15, 23, 30.
30, so that's 64 in total.
64 damage. Right, Mr. Zrusk.
So 100
Again.
damage in a turn.
Again, you are the only one who's come to work today. The creature's going to let out a agonized cry of pain. And Magnus, it's going to be your turn.
Just gonna watch that happen and kind of go. Just look to Walker. Do we need to?
I mean, I don't do that anyway, but I mean, you do the punching, so knock yourself out, kid.
I'd rather knock it out,
Oh,
but sure.
I mean, yes, yeah.
I'd like to just go and punch it a lot, I guess.
Go for it.
I'm going to do these individually because I'd like to spend a key point to try and stun and strike it. So that's a 14.
That's going to miss.
Would you like advantage on that?
I would love advantage on that.
Reaction.
That's a 24.
That's going to hit.
I'd like to spend a key point to try and stunning strike it.
Go for it.
So it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's going to nat 20 it.
Okay.
Absolutely is able to withstand
Okay.
your stunning strike.
Okay, so that's the first punch.
Creature of the deep.
The second punch will be an unnatural 20.
That hits as well.
Key point to action surge. Follow your blows.
Wait, how does it laugh at you when I've just done its face in?
That's a natural 20.
That will absolutely hit.
And then a 25.
And that also hits.
So, can I just borrow some d6s? And I'll roll one more because of for the crit, and then add 20. So, 10. That's 9 plus 20, so 29.
29.
Yep. Magical
With
damage.
your... The creature is going to scream in agony and flop dead before you.
Guys, I've got a great team name. How about we call ourselves Alpha Strike?
And it's vanquished. vanquished. Yeah.
Blessings to Nishikov for such a...
It flops on its side with its mouth hanging open.
And this is why evil will never prevail, because it is weak and pathetic and dies in the first round.
And we're just made of dench.
That too.
And your paladin did half its health in one hit.
Yeah.
So, brilliant, guys. Well done. So you've vanquished the creature of the depths.
You rolled well.
It's probably why all the cultists have gone. They realised how pathetic it was and decided this is a bad idea.
This is quite a sad, evil calamity
The
that's been contained
pool
here.
is still spitting water out and cascading it into the rest of the temple, flooding it. In
is
fact,
it really
when
the
the
temple
creature
of the demon?
dies, it actually becomes exponentially worse. So now it's like a full-on current that's just rushing down. Everybody roll perception.
with advantage because aura.
Good, because that was an actual one.
Low.
12.
12.
10.
23.
23, great. So, unfortunately, Zoroaster, you're glowing with pride at your... Well, Magnus took the killing blow again, even though you did most of the damage.
As I said, I'm being a bard for the group.
But so you don't notice it, but Morkai and Magnus, you two see on the top right side of the room, on the north wall, you see another doorway leading up,
Okay.
and you can see the water still. Well, it's sort of maybe a half a foot of water, but it's not going any higher, and that tells you that actually this is probably going up,
Okay.
the stairs leading up.
So it's still flooding, right?
That part isn't flooding,
but, like,
it's
where
flowing
we are
down.
now,
Yes, where you are, it's flowing down. It's not flooding yet because it's still flowing into the rest of the temple.
Okay. I'm just gonna very quickly sprint to go get the child and the gnome.
Yes.
And the camels are staying there, or
I just kind of like grab on the reins, I guess. Just like put the child in the gnome's hands, pick up the gnome, grab the reins, and start kind of like let's
all right.
get this
Okay.
I will help drag the camels.
Okay, so Zrosk and Magnus, you two are rushing to save the rest of your party. And Morkai, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll come along and try and like aid whatever I can to so you have the gnome and the child.
Well, it's probably because I've got like if I sprint, I've got 150 foot of movement. So I'll
Okay.
spend a key
Yeah, that's
points.
fine.
I'll sprint. So by the time you guys leave the room, kind of run back, come back, giving you the child, run
Okay,
back,
cool.
giving you the gnome, and like trying to
Okay.
pull camels.
Morkai, with your high perception roll, you also noticed something glinting inside the mouth of the creature.
Oh, I don't want to do this. I like with child in like one hand. I tentatively reach in for the glinting thing and pick it up, and hopefully everything is okay.
Okay, you pick out, there's a ring inside the beast's mouth. And as soon as you pick it up, you can feel the power pulsing.
Can I roll like an Arcana check?
I mean, you
or
can,
something?
but with
Is this really
disadvantage,
the time?
because you have
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
two,
panicking. Yeah. It's like,
2 minutes.
what is this? It is a it's a 6.
It's a ring!
Pretty cool.
Yay! You catch another glint.
What, in the mouth of the
Yeah,
thing?
in the mouth.
How much? I'm gonna. One's
Remember,
fine.
it's just flowing really fast. It's not flooding yet, but it's
Okay.
flooding the rest of the temple first.
Oh,
so
okay.
you're like, your ankle, not ankle, you're like calf deep in it right
Okay,
now.
so I'll put the first ring on, go in, take the other one.
Okay, it's not a ring, it's a horn,
A horn.
that you can pick up,
Wonderful.
and that's all you see.
Cool. I put the horn in my bag, and cool. We good? Let's
I'm like trying to pull camels. God, I know you don't like me, but you either drown
The
or you walk.
camels are terrified, but they appreciate that this is probably their doom if they stay around behind. Can you roll a strength check, both of you, with advantage because you're helping each other out?
Unnatural 20.
Natural 20.
Well,
Is that a nat 1 and a nat 20?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so you are able to pull the camels. You're carrying the baby. You've got the gnome. You push yourself up these steps and make your slow way up towards the up the stairs, and you can hear the rushing of the water behind you. And you can see the water rising further up and up. So the temple must have flooded, and the creature that was holding this place in the curse clearly had a curse of its own that's just dooming everything in here. So everybody needs to make an athletic check as you're rushing up the stairs, trying to get away from this water that's slowly catching up.
We're still there. Or with advantage going?
No, because it's only perception, and that would have. It's been like more than a minute, so that would have gone.
Okay, so that's a natural one.
Right, Magnus is going to trip up.
Just, as I trip, can I just kind of go, ah? Oh no, I'm holding the gnome. I don't care. I thought I was holding the child. I was like,
No,
I've
walk
got the
herself.
child,
She's
sorry.
all right.
Oh, okay.
But you do drop her, and she's going to take a little bit of bludgeoning damage. She's
Better
going to
her than the child.
and you're going to fall into the water, and the current of the water is really strong.
It was nice knowing you guys. we one-shot a boss, and then I die from drowning. Do I have anything that can help me?
Can we grab him?
Hold on,
You,
hold
Mordecai is busy with the child,
Yes.
so he's successfully running away, and yes, you can.
Okay, I go back for.
You give the camels a smack on the rump so that they can run up the stairs on their own, and then you're with Magnus on while the rest of the group runs up the stairs. And Truly is also running up the stairs. Go on, roll.
11.
Are you doing what are you doing to try and help him out? You're 11.
Grabbing him,
Okay.
trying to haul him up.
Yes. I'd say that you were able to grab him. You're not resisting, are you?
No.
Yeah, stop! Leave me to die here. Thank you. Okay, so yes, you grab the monk. Where are you grabbing him? Are you grabbing his head?
Whatever's available. I'm
His
not
head.
picky.
Yeah, he's literally grabbing his hair and pulling him out, and
Sorry.
you're just about able to drag him out. The water is still catching up. It's lapping at your feet now. You need to keep running, otherwise you're going to get caught in this flood.
I'm great at running. Engage the speed, and I'll run 150 foot in 6 seconds.
And you're leaving us behind.
Can I cast? Let me just check. Yes, I can do that. I'm going to cast water breathing on myself, Zrusk, and Truly.
Okay, Magnus, with your extra speediness, you reach the top of the stairs, and there's a doorway There's a doorway stopping you from going any further. Zrusk, Magnus, and Truly, you three are essentially you're keeping up with the flood, but it gets more intense again and starts to catch up with you.
Does the door say anything? Or is it just...
It's just a door.
Can I push it open?
Nothing on there.
Can I push it open?
But it's stuck fast.
Okay. I'd like to conjure golden arm and punch.
Roll for attack.
I will flurry of blows this as well, because I want to get out of here, please. So, 16, 13, nope, 23, and a natural 1.
Please don't
Okay.
lose
The last
the door,
It's a
boss.
stone door, like the one that Zrusk beat up.
So I've kind of got my golden magic arm, just kind of going as
Yeah.
anything that looks weak.
Yes, you punch through the door. It begins to crack. You're only able it doesn't move the entire door. It's just one hairline crack, and you keep smashing into that hairline crack until the stone begins to fall apart. A little bit like the way flint chips away, and then but you're able to keep smashing through until there's a hole essentially in this stone door, and you know begin to kick it through, and there's just enough. You can see light glinting on the other side, and the telltale signs of sand. Yeah, you can only really fit a small person through here.
Does it feel like it's giving way at all?
Yes.
Like I'm gonna just keep punching, trying like
Okay.
lose
So
the
you're
doors
doing
and
that.
try and open it.
You two, and Truly, and the camels, and everybody. You're running up the stairs. The flood is keeping pace with you. You see Magnus punching a hole through the door. Zrusk, you see him well, he's managed to get through. There's a hole there, but there's still clearly a lot to do.
Out of the way!
Zrusk smashes into the door, thankfully with a good roll, and the door just explodes out, and you all run out into a cave. It continues to flood up to where you are, but you just run for your lives, and you're finally once again in the desert sun of Tanzadar.
Just trying to catch my breath. Punch. Don't think, right?
don't think.
And that is where we'll finish up. Join us again next time, where we'll find out where the party are. Let us know what you thought of the episode. You can tweet us and find us on Instagram at ANA Podcast. Join us on facebook.com/ANA Podcast and keep tabs on us on Tumblr when you search Adventurers and Artists Official. We stream every other Wednesday, streaming live on twitch.tv/Adventurers and Artists, and all episodes can be found on demand via our website, adventurersandartists.com. Audio versions of the episodes will be released between weeks. Don't forget to support the show via our Patreon at patreon.com/ANA Podcast. Whether you're part of the Wolf Pack or a cleric of Danny, the inhabitants of Hawthorne appreciate any support you can offer. And finally, a big thank you to everybody who makes this show possible. Until next time, thank you.